Okay, guys, and just so you understand it, this week's the first week of industrial action for the repayments planners. And it's the first time since 1987 that a national group of telecoms engineering grade people have taken industrial action against the employer. So we've got to get something out there. I just want to know what you guys have heard.
I've seen something about a solidarity session that's happening on Wednesday. I think it's on Zoom. Is that something we need to get out to our members so that we can all get involved and support them?
Yeah, Steve, it's like there's a Zoom call on Wednesday evening for a virtual picket line, and we want as many team members to join that as possible to show solidarity and support for the people that are taking industrial action. So I'll make sure I get that link out for people to have a look at.
It's a good idea.
I don't understand what the company's hoping to try and achieve by putting these members in a place where the only alternative they feel they've got is to go on strike, take industrial action. I just don't understand.
No, I know what you're saying, Rick. It's like, as far as I'm aware, it's about moving, or part of it's about moving from a D1 to a Band E manager, which can involve lots of things. But one of the biggest things, it's taking away the right from those people to have CW representation. And lots of these people want to stay within CW, but it's also going to affect pay. And these guys and girls nationally also want to keep the career pathway of the D1 for field engineers going for the future. This is about future planning for these guys and girls. That you know, lots of them might be coming up to retirement themselves, but they want to make sure that there's jobs left behind for them.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I can just say, I was really shocked when you said that it was 1987, the last strike. I mean, this is massive. So that was 34 years ago. And would I be right in saying this is the first digital strike, i.e., you know, a remote strike in the world that we live in? Because Steve Rhodes said that there's the Solidarity online event. Now, I'm presuming that's like an online picket. So if we were to log into that Zoom, we're actually showing that we're behind them 100%. So they're losing the money, they're standing up for their rights. And there's only 180 of them nationally. And obviously in the climate that we're living in at the moment, with everybody having their terms and conditions questioned and the Better Work programme, we need to encourage all of our members to get onto that Zoom. And obviously we'll be there as officers because that's what we do. But it's great because it unites us and it gets all of the members doing something to support the members that are actually taking the strike action. Am I reading that right, Dave, that it is actually an online picket?
Yeah, it's a virtual online picket for tomorrow night, for Wednesday night, sorry. And it's like there's industrial action this week on the Wednesday and Thursday, but there's industrial action next week as well. So, you know, we have to support these people because, as you say, Una, they're going to be the ones losing money. But they're doing it to try and promote a career pathway for everyone else in the future. They're standing up for pay and grading, and it's like, you know, they're attacking those guys and girls now. But you know, surely they're going to just look to where else they can attack next. So, you know, it's in everybody's interest to support them going forward, so that we can support and a virtual picket is the best way to go. We've got to make sure as a branch we get that link out there so people can see it, and whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, wherever it is, we need to get that link out to get people to register so they can join that virtual picket on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure it goes on Facebook tonight, and I'm sure Steve will be sorting Twitter out as normal. And maybe we can even do some emails and things like that. But I think the membership really would like to know this is going on, so they've got something to do to support, haven't they? Because they would want to be supported if they're going to ever take action.
Yeah, I mean, and then let's face it, these repayments planners, they've got their own WhatsApp group. They set up their own interaction between themselves nationally, up and down the country. They have their own Zoom calls. They've decided to take this on themselves, and it's okay. It might have been corralled and shepherded and organised a little bit by the CWU, but it was at the behest of these people. You don't get the support in a vote like they got unless they want to show their solidarity as a group of individuals. And do you know what? All those people in all those different divisions and stuff that might be affected by stuff coming up, they're going to have to understand how that works, because they're going to have to show support amongst themselves and support each other for any action that's taken in the future.
Yeah,
so, Sorry, Rick.
I'll tell you what. This is a place where we demonstrate that we're strong and we stand together and we stand with those people who are in that unfortunate position where they've had to take industrial action. Like you say, they're going to go without money. Let's show them what support is. Let's all get there and support them.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. As I say, we just need to make sure we get that stuff out there so that people know this week and next week what they can do to join in to help support their colleagues who are taking strike action.
What makes me so sad is it comes to this, really, you know, in an age where this communication is just easier than it's ever been. It just seems so sad that negotiation couldn't be the answer and a win-win be found. But, you know, when all else fails, what can they do?
Well, I think that's it. And I think the company are playing silly devils with it all at the moment because they're not sitting down around the table to discuss it. You know, they're almost ignoring the repayments planners ballot so that they can, you know, by ignoring the issue. So the issues won't go away because they've got such a strong collective amongst them. So, you know, they need to sit down around the table with the CWU and work out a negotiated settlement going forward.
So it's 2 days this week. Is there any other days that they're taking, or is it just a 2-day and then?
Yeah, no, it's the third, fourth, and fifth next week, I believe, as well. But
oh wow! So it's 2 days and then 3 days.
Yeah, I'll make sure we as a branch get some more stuff out so people can see it.
Excellent.
Okay, guys. So what's next on the agenda?